All right, definitely a little something going on here today that's pretty cool. Check it out. So installing carpet in a little bitty tiny house here, right up there in that loft. I'll show you here in just a second what's going on. This whole little community is a tiny house community up here on the mountain. It's about 30 minutes away from the house, but you drive up on the mountain and voila, this is actually this town has a reputation of being not a good town. It's got really rough people here and stuff, but somebody has thought it was a good idea to build this tiny house community over here on the lake. Some of them are just outright houses. You might be able to see over there. See, that's just a regular house. But then you got these little tiny houses all over and around. See that little bitty one right there too? That's a separate one over there, separate than that. You got that little guy right over there. Anyway, this is pretty cool. Let's check it out. Let's go up here in the loft. Look here, I guess this would be a bedroom. Yeah. So this would be a little bedroom, probably the master at that, because it's got a bathroom here. So probably a 9x9, something like that there. But just a little setting area, I guess. We'll go take a look upstairs and see what we're fixing to install. If I can climb up here, hold on. Okay. The ladder is pretty cool because it's made out of gas pipe. You see that stuff quite a bit there. Got a little swing sitting here in a cubby. Not enough room to really swing, but it's cool to just sit and chill in, I guess. Beam going across the ceiling. Now these ceilings are low. This is probably about, well, looky here. There's 4, maybe not even 4. That looks like it's split. So from here to here is 4. So it's less than 8 foot wide right here. And maybe about 11 foot front to back. But you got your tiny little bathroom up here, tiny little sink. That's where the commode goes. And a tiny little shower area. So this is pretty cool. This little one room is all we got to install today. So without further ado, let's get to it. Chicky, coo. Tap. Let's go together. Okay. Right there. Let's go together. Okay. One more time. One. Okay. Beautiful. Woo! All right. We now have our felt down in the doorways. We always do that anytime we have to put tack strip in a doorway. That way when we're working with some carpet that's not so quality, just like this Cabana Bay, we will, it prevents people from stepping on the edge when they're going out of the room and getting poked by the tack strip, because the thickness of that pad, it shortens the tack strip nails that much. Plus, this 7/16 is obviously higher than the 1/4 inch thick tack strip. So that 1/16 of an inch, or whatever the felt is, actually builds up and helps stop profiling or picture framing, whichever you want to call it, around the edges that lead to another room. So it makes it flow over to the edge of the transition, like where it meets the tile or where it meets the wood. It's going to be a straight transition rather than over and down and then the transition. So it helps out 2 ways. Let's get this piece of carpet here rolled out in this little bitty area. Let's see how it does, shall we? We're going to pick up. I'm going to have you go about right there, and I'll go over here in this corner, okay? There we go. Perfect. Okay. We're going to spin this up. We do have this laying down the direction where it's going to be running out of the room instead of running away from the exit of the room. Also, it's running toward the transition rather than running away from the transition. This gives it a better looking transition. All right, ready? Get up. Okay. Yeah, don't touch the ceiling. Little bitty low, little bitty low. All right, let's spin every bit of this up right here. All right, fold it down, just like so. I'm gonna fold my complete side up all the way to about right there. All right, we're gonna spin it just like this. There we go. Okay, that's probably pretty good there. All right. All right, let's see about getting this out. Pull this back. All right, now we can see what we need. We need to come straight back. Ready? Okay. Okay. All right, looks good right there. Looks good. Up to the door and fold it down. Up to the door, fold it down, flat, flat. Up to the door, fold it down, flat, flat. All right, go right up there. Straighten it, pull back. Okay, pull back, fold it down. There we go. All right, we are a little bit crooked here, so before we get too much carried away, go right there and I'll straighten it. I'm gonna shift this thing right over. Right on around, like so. All right. There we go. Okay. Now we can do this again and get it nice and even to this wall. Oh, that's that perfect right there. That'll be good. There we go. Oakley dokley. And that's it. That's how we get it rolled out in a tiny room. Fold this right on in there. And that closet's ready. We'll fold this through. Get this cut down. I'm gonna leave myself plenty to work with. I don't want to cut it too short. Still got stretching and stuff to do. When I get up here, I'm actually going to stop before I get to that. Right over this side. Before I get to that, because I don't want to come here and then stretch that way and it not catch. So I'll probably start about right here and I'll leave this much to catch that wall. And with that being done, voila, I'll just go around these couple edges here and right back there and cut that excess off. We're gonna be ready to start stretching. Okay. So after I have my carpet stretched up here, just tying it off, not necessarily a stretch, but after I got it stuck on the strip, put a little bit of this good old 100% natural latex right there in the gully. Take a look right here. Right there in the gully, and whenever I tuck this down in there, that latex is going to get all over the edge of my carpet right there and prevent it from raveling anytime during the future, and it's going to actually hold it down in that gully really, really good. So, just because we're in a little tiny home, don't mean we get to kick it in. Still gonna use the power stretchers. Even though we only got headpiece, adjustable pole, and the tailpiece. Real nice and small, but guess what? I am not hurting myself by using the kicker, and it's gonna be super tight because this been up here in the loft. These people don't live here 24/7. This is kind of like those vacation houses. Really important that you get a good stretch. Good chance that the heat and air will be off when the people ain't living here. I know that's super bad. It happens. Alrighty, that is it. Super easy little Friday job. Super easy little Friday job. It's like 30, 35, 40 minutes up here. I don't know, maybe an hour and a half worth of work, 35, 40 minutes on the way back home. So, nice easy Friday. And I tell you what, you guys, you younger guys, hold on just a second. You younger guys, you hit walls and you go through burnouts and stuff like that. It's completely understandable, okay? Everybody does it. It's just a matter of time when and how you respond to those burnouts and how you kick them and get back on the road. Well, most of the time when you're young, it's a mental game. When you get older, not so much. It is a lot still to do with mental, but it's also physical. Your burnouts are physical. You'll just go through times in your life where you're like, oh my goodness, I don't want to get up and go. I'm so daggone beat down. I have been killing myself. Well, check this out. Burnouts in my younger days were, I don't know, 1, 2, well, not 1 or 2, maybe 3 days. 3 days, you hit a wall and you're like, boom, I'm sick of working. I want to be done with it for a while. I'm sick of it. Guess what? If you work for yourself, you can't. So you just got to keep working. Press through those burnouts, okay? You get a little bit older, it switches from 3 days and you're looking at a week, okay? It take a week and a half. Burnout, you don't feel like going to work. You just want to be done with it and tired of it. You will get over it. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Keep doing what's good. You're going to get over it. 45 years old. I'm on my 3rd week of a burnout. I'm ready to be done. This easy Friday is much appreciated. I'm super stoked about this. And you better believe I'm not going to go back and say, hey, you got anything else I can do today? Nah. 3 days. Burnout when you're young. 3 days. Mid-30s. Late 30s. A week. Here I am, mid-40s. It's taken 3 weeks, the longest I ever been up against the wall. I'm ready for this to be done. I hope it ends soon. Thank you guys for tuning in to this daily grind. Until tomorrow, FBSB's out.